Hey self-publishers, so this is going to be the final video on keywords, and this is going to be bringing it all together. The last 3 or 4 videos, it's all about how you can find keywords, so using the search bar, for example, using the extensions like I think it's this one, AMZ Suggestion Expander, or the Titans self-publishing extensions. So those are free Chrome extensions, and I'm going to show you an example, and I'm going to walk you through how I put it all together, and I use Publisher Rocket. The first thing to say is make sure you are in the right market, US, UK, or Germany. Make sure you're in the right language, English or Deutsch, which is German. And the formats, I'm going to use default as all formats. If you're focused on ebooks, you want to use Kindle, and if you're focused on audiobooks, you'll have Audible only. So I'm going to use US, English, and all formats. And just as an example that I picked out of thin air, okay, short-term rentals. So this is what AMZ Search Expander will give us. And I plug some of these terms in and into Rocket. So if you do a keyword search, for example, short-term rentals, and I'm bringing everything together in this video basically. So for example, you get the keyword short-term rentals and you type it into Amazon search bar, or maybe you get it from the AMZ Search Expander or something, also bought with or something like that, and then you plug that into Publisher Rocket, analyze the terms that you think are relevant. Do not do something like for dummies, because that's clearly a trademark name. I probably won't be using Airbnb myself, but it's good to have a look at analyze all of these just to see what data you get. Anyway, you plug in your keywords, okay, and you do a few searches. So that's the first search. Do another search like short-term rental, short-term, or maybe just rental property or something like that, rental real estate, and then just plug that in and see what comes up. Okay, anyway, you get a few of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is, and then export it. And you can export analyze or export all. In this case, I've analyzed all of them. You don't have to analyze all of them. For example, if you put something like property, you're going to get like loads of hits, and not all of them are going to be relevant. Like property law, that's not relevant. Property investment might be the one I'm looking for. Rental property investing, this is perfect. So when you export analyzed if you want, okay, and what you get are a bunch of CSV files, and I'm going to show you what they look like. These are Excel files, okay, so let's just expand them so you can see. And Rocket has given us all this information. What I will do is I will collate them into a new spreadsheet. Okay, so let's open a new spreadsheet. So I'm going to use this new spreadsheet as the collection point. So I'm going to collect all these, okay, I'm going to collect all these, and I'm going to go to the new one. I'm going to paste, and I'm going to minimize that, go to the next one, copy and paste at the bottom here, and minimize. So keep repeating this. I've got three more to go, so I'm just going to do them here quickly. Minimize, second last one, and you'll see what I'm doing when I put it all together, and this is the final one. Okay, now that is the final one, and this is the summary sheet that we're going to do our analysis on. Okay, and what I like to do is I like to, over here, put in a filter. Okay, and what I'm looking for is low competition. This is my criteria personally: low competition followed by high Amazon searches. So I want Amazon searches, I want good monthly earnings, and then the competitive score, ideally 30 or below, or 50 or below. So that's kind of my criteria. So you can just adjust these. So let's say I want Amazon searches that are high, so that's just a 2. So I'm going to remove this, apply filter. So these are 2 keywords that I probably want to have in some shape or form in my backend, or even in my title or subtitle. I want them in some shape or form to be there. Why is it not going? Okay, so apply. I'm just putting all that back. Or you can filter it by competitive score. So typically I'll want something below, so not by color. Maybe filter it by less than or equal to, and then type in my criteria would be 50. So these are my criteria, so I would be looking at all these. I probably wouldn't like use all of these terms because short-term rental comes up quite a few times, short-term real estate comes up a few times, short-term rentals again. So these are like duplicates, so I would have to go back to find much more keywords. Okay, but the purpose of this is that you're putting all this together to eventually come to a list of keywords that you can populate your title, subtitle, and your backend 7 boxes with. Alright, and it's got to make sense in the context of competitive score, if it's going to earn you money, if it's, you know, if it's going to be searched in Amazon, for example, if there's a, you know, minimal competitors, for example, or if you've got very high competitiveness. You know, so all those things go into making your judgment. You have to make a judgment call. And the reason I use Publisher Rocket is because I get this data. But I wouldn't get this data just looking straight on Amazon's platform. You know, so like if you look over here, you just don't have enough data to make that kind of informed choice. Whereas when you come over to Publisher Rocket and you've collated quite a few keywords and you get this data, then you can start sorting it. Which one do you want to go for? A competitive score, number of competitors, do you want to reduce that? Do you want to go for monthly average earnings that's higher than rather than lower? You know, and all those things. So this is just a video to put everything together. Hopefully you found it useful. Click that thumbs up if you have. If you want to grab a copy of Publisher Rocket, I'll include my affiliate link below. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a great day everyone. I shall see you in the next video.